Perfect than this, their emotions, world in bliss, like a wave built from the center of the sea.
All right, we're about ready to cast off. Got the sails hanked on. I got to fire up the motor. It's a perfect day for sailing, man. It's like 12 knot winds gusting to about 22, so it's going to be pretty exciting. We're going to try out the bay. If it's too rough, we're going to go back on Clear Lake, but here we go. Here's my Com-Pac 23. It's always ready to go in about a 10 moment notice. I just have to untie this main sheet here and drop the motor down, open the vent, pressurize the line, and just tidy up the cockpit a little bit. And this little Honda always fires up on the first or second pull. Don't you just love that feeling when you cast off your dock lines? All right, we're underway. We're heading out to Redfish Island. The wind's coming directly from where we want to go, of course. The winds are just going to build, so it's going to be a great day of sailing out here. The bay's going to be pretty rough today. Here's a J-boat trying to sail out. If you see a sailboat trying to sail in and out of port, it's probably going to be a J-boat. Captains love to leave the engine off. I used to be one of them. Love that boat. No swells yet. Later on today it will be.
One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old.
This J9 is hauling the mail. He must be motor sailing. The hull speed of the Com-Pac 23 puts it in the racer cruiser class. You think of some of the racing boats, like J-boats, you think they're super fast, and they are when they get up on a semi-plane, but their hull speed is not really that fast. For example, the J24 is slower than the Com-Pac 23. It's listed at 5.99 knots of theoretical hull speed, and the Com-Pac 23 is 6.02. So I was surprised to learn that. By the sound.
Yeah, listen. We
So be kind, have courage, treat yourself with dignity. Walk tall, speak sweetly.
All right, we're coming up on the Houston Ship Channel. We're moving along at 5 knots. Pretty gusty out here. I'm pretty impressed. 5 knots into some pretty big waves sometime, and we just go right over them. So we're going to tack and head south and run alongside of the Houston Ship Channel and maybe make it to Redfish Island today. If we run out of time, we will turn our back to the wind and sail downwind all the way back to Kima. So that's the plan. Oh yeah, we're just trucking along here on a nice broad reach. We are getting up to about 6 knots of boat speed. It's really blowing. It's a great day to be out here. There's not a lot of boats. There's a lot of chicken sailors. It seems like they're afraid of stuff like this. And they're in big boats. I like it like this. There's some good little waves out here. Oh, and the best news is that we beat theoretical hull speed. I hope I captured it on the screenshot, but we got the boat up to 6.3 knots, and I read that 6.2 is the hull speed, so I've been really wanting to do that. This boat flies. It really does. I'm impressed. I'm totally happy with anything over 5, to be honest. I don't care. I'm getting over 6. I love it. We're rocking and rolling there. And I thought we could bury the rail today, because in all my other boats, I always like burying the rail, and just once or twice get the feel of it. And I couldn't do it. I think we just dump a lot of wind. 46% of the total weight is in ballast. So I got the rail a little bit wet, but I really wanted it up on the windows. But we'll have to get her out in some heavier air. You may notice how high I put the bottom paint on this boat. I plan on loading it up with about 500 pounds of provisions and gear when I go on my little voyages, and I look forward to seeing how it goes through the water with the added weight, and I'll play around with the distribution. This is an interesting number that I never really paid attention to, but the pounds to inch immersion number for this boat, it's 564 pounds to make the hull sink 1 inch. Today's a Saturday, blowing about probably 12 to 14 steady, gusting to probably 25. Here's the biggest problem I have with this little boat right now. It's the rudder. I can't get the bolt tight enough that it won't eventually come loose and make slack in that line to raise the rudder, and I've had it get caught in the prop coming into dock, and it makes the rudder pull hard to port. So you take a sharp left and it kills the motor at the same time. So it's a accident waiting to happen. Okay, I feel kind of silly. Now I look at this video, I see there is a hole in the rudder head that is probably there to put in a shear pin to hold the rudder in the down position. I don't know why I never noticed that. I had to rebuild the rudder blade. It had been left in the water by the previous owner, and I had to cut off about 9 inches of this rudder, so I really need a new one bad. When I heel over, yes, I do lose some steerage as the rudder comes out of the water a little bit. I noticed that, but I'm just kind of going with what I have, and I'll eventually get everything fixed. But the important thing is that I'm out here every chance I get. Hey, thanks for coming aboard for the sail today. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and think about subscribing and stick around and see where this goes.